Welcome everyone, welcome to Kleines Land episode 25. So first off, in the background, I got all these contracts done, so we'll go ahead and accept all those through. So solid chunk of money from our contracts. Otherwise, what we are doing right now, since everything is squared away, except for, well, we need to harvest this stupid field. We're gonna wait for harvest of that field, but then we're gonna get everything replanted. And I think we are gonna do, sugar beets in that field. I think is that what I decided to do? I think that's what I decided to do. Yeah, sugar beet in that soybean field, and then we're doing canola in our other fields. So that is going to be the plan, I think. So that's what we got going on. As far as all that, we all talked about all that. Sorry, just loaded into the game here. So all that's been talked about. We know how we're going to do that. Now you guys see, there's just like only 2 or 3 so far that said yes to a BGA. So unfortunately, I kind of want to put the BGA right here, but I don't know what BGA to use. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. They're all very expensive. So, and I don't know which ones will take sugar beets or not. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's hard to, those are just storages. Like the biogas, like that. We're probably gonna get that one. It's hard to, how much does that one cost? 24.8. Let's just do this real quick. I am curious. We'll see if it's one we're actually gonna do. We'll add in 200,000. Now you guys are, I know I'm cheating in money here, but just give patience with me here for a second. Let's try placing that one, not here because I don't want to mess up any of our landscaping. But if we just try placing it somewhere that we're never going to touch in this gameplay, are we ever gonna use this placeable area? If we do, I'll just place it over here. Okay. What did that do? 126,065. It doesn't matter. Yeah, actually we'll add that back in. 126,065, because then we'll take out the 200,000 in a second when we're done. Now we need to go into here. Why is the biogas plant not on here? Do we need to own that land too? Are you kidding me? We probably do. 39,031. Yeah, okay, we did. Of course we did. It does take him, but it only takes him for 100, so that's just not worth it. Does that? I'm kind of curious. I want to continue our experiment here. So the land, when we sell it, it won't matter. We'll be able to get that back. Let's put, okay, and let's try additional objects of the BGA can be completed. Those aren't the actual BGA. We'd be looking at 200,000. 200,000. That is insane. What does that actually do for us? So that one actually was 200,000 even, so we're gonna add that back in. Okay, what does that actually do? So, well, we know what the one does. Yeah, so that one doesn't even take sugar beets, so I don't think it's worth it, guys, to be honest with you. I think, though, we can still do sugar beets, because sugar beets will actually make us some decent cash. I think we just sell them. Because I mean, if we were getting like 450 for them, but I think with our I think that's the difficulty level. I think that's why it's so low, and I don't want to change that. So I think that we're just kind of going to be BGA-less. So if I go, I know why the money's the way it is. Okay, garage, so we'll sell those 2 BGAs to get rid of them. Excuse me. We'll sell that 162,400 minus 162,400, and then minus 7. Now I know that. Why are we so far up? Oh, I added, it was additional 700. Why is our money so far off? Like, where's my math gone on this one? We added in how much? Oh boy. I'm so confused now. How did we end up getting, because even if we sell that back, how did we get there? Oh, I added in the 162,400. I know what I did there. So minus 162,400, and then minus it again. I know what I did. Okay. Yep, there we are. We're back to where we were. All right, perfect. I was like, what did I do wrong there? was like, my math was solid. Okay, no, that makes sense. So we're good. So I think we don't go the BGA route, unfortunately, guys. How are prices for sugar beets? Looks like anywhere, honestly, around, that's almost a 216. So honestly, the price that we have now, that one might be a little higher. I mean, anything above 200 is probably going to be good. So I might just load these up into a trailer is what we might end up doing and end up selling them. And so maybe we won't do sugar beets over on that. Well, we'll make good money off them. Let's see what we make off of this. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab... I'm just curious because I want to know. Let's go ahead and see what we make. We'll grab the Field Boss. Oh, we got sunflower in there. That's right. We don't even have the ability to sell them. So anyhow, we'll see what we make off them. Sunflower. What price are we looking for sunflower? We're looking, I have it written down here, or excuse me, canola is what we have. We need 987 or better. What's our canola prices right now? 937 is getting close. Okay, we'll sell at 937 just this trailer amount here. We'll keep the rest for a little bit higher price. I think that'll be reasonable. Let's do that. We'll grab this here. And then we'll load some sugar beets up into here. I mean, this is going to take more than just this trailer full of sugar beets, but we'll get this sold off. Where was that at, actually? That was at the Agra LB, which is, of course, it's the farthest one away. So we'll sell this off. There's only 3,000 liters in here, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to sell these off, and then I'm going to load up this trailer with sugar beets. You guys probably don't need to hang out for that portion of it. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll bring you guys back in. We'll sell off the sugar beets just to see what we get for a trailer load, because I am super curious about that. So I'll see you guys here in just a second. All right, we are loaded up. So another thing to note, I'm sorry, I'm messing with my audio a little bit. Another thing to note, I did sell our bucket that we had, and I bought a new one. The one we're currently using is the Raptor bucket. The reason I changed it, it's 4,000 liter capacity instead of 5,000. 5,000 was just too much for that poor wheel loader to lift up, but 4,000 seems to be right at the border of that it can handle that. So 25,000 liters in here, and I think we have at least in our 25,000 sitting down there. So off of that small field, that's quite honestly quite impressive, and this is the best price right now. So we're going to sell these off here. So we'll see what we end up getting. I mean, I guess I could do the math. 25,000 liters times, you know, 206, 25 times 206. I mean, yeah, I'm sure I could do the math, but it's just easier just to let them do the math for me when I sell it. So then we get here in a second, and for load one, 5 grand. So that essentially would be $10,000 off of a field this size if we get double. So this would be like 10, 20, 30, 40, probably even $50,000. So maybe we'll do it. We'll do it once, maybe just to be a little crazy. Well, I don't know. That's a crazy amount of work. Yeah, you know, I just can't. If we're gonna do this series a lot longer, I'm just trying to weigh out my. I just don't think I can justify it. It would take so long to harvest that field unless we had a legit sugar beet harvester, which we don't. And I don't want to have to invest in that. I'm okay using our cheap stuff on the small fields, but I mean, we also could if we wanted to do that. If we can estimate we're gonna get 50 grand off of that, we could look at getting. We just get like a pull behind one, but. We could look at that. Sugar beet harvester, a pull behind. I mean, that's 98,000. I mean, what's the least cost on that? 5 grand, so we could use 5 grand a year. Maybe we'll do that, and we'll just lease one of these bad boys and then sell our other harvester. But I know it seems a little I know it doesn't seem right. And we release the topper anyway, so I know we're kind of leasing stuff to make some stuff work, but I think I'll do that if we end up getting. We might even have more than double on this, so we might end up doing even better off than that. But yeah, the Raptor bucket, by the way, in case you didn't know, this is how it unloads. It's pretty sweet, which makes it much easier, much faster for me to load up the trailers than it did before. I can get. Oh, there we go. That's not quite right either, but that's okay. We got a load. Yeah, but see, you can see it's right on the edge of. Kind of its weight capacity. Now, if there is a weight that hooks up to the rear of this, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to have a weight on this, but I don't know which one works in the back of this or anything like that. So there we go. Fantastic. There we go. We'll grab this here. Get it all the way up. Because, yeah, I don't know how much more we have left on there. If we have over double, which we'll see in a second. This will put us at 8, 9, what, 10,000 in here-ish. I know we're starting spending a lot of time in this episode just dealing with our sugar beets, but it's something that needs to be addressed. Something needs to be addressed. Yeah, and I know, we'll get some of it going and stuff like that. And I think next year in game we are going to, I think, invest in getting our farm set up. I think we'll have the money in the bank to get our farm set up because we need to get that set up. We need to get a dog. We need to get a farmhouse over there set up. I think we can do it. I think we'll be able to afford it next year in game with our income. Now the other thing too, I did think about this. I think we'll still maybe do some silage. We can buy a cheap bunker silo, and I actually think I'll put it right here where the sugar beets are at. Well, should I put it here? I don't know. We'll think about it. But I think that we'll start doing that next year with our grass, because there's a lot of grass around that we can mow, and we can get a good chunk of change off of the silage by just simply doing some of that. So that won't take us too long. We have the loading wagon, all the grass equipment, especially since we're not going to need to do any hay next year because we have plenty of hay in storage. So the thing, if we look at it, we have our animals require, what is it, 54,000 liters a year, and we have over double that. We have, yeah, 190,000, so we're not going to do hay for probably the next couple of years. That's weird. Sorry, I was acting up a little bit. There we go. We're pushing it a little bit, the sugar beets. I'm hoping we have just over 2 trailers full. I mean, we'll probably have a full trailer here. And there was a lot I picked up off of that field, which is honestly just insane. Yeah, oh yeah, we're probably gonna have more than maybe just over a trailer. Take the last little bit in a bucket down there. We'll see. Maybe we'll have a lot even more than that. No, we're not quite close to full over here yet. We'll probably be able to fit it all in this trailer. Yeah, let's see here. Let's grab another load. Probably got another load and a half down here worth of sugar beet to pick up. Oh, we're close. Yeah, maybe not a load and a half, but a load and a little bit, that's for sure. All right, there we go. Go, we'll get this unloaded into here. I do actually kind of like the raptor bucket. The full, it's full. Sweet. So that means that yes, we'll get over 10 grand for, we're gonna get over 10 grand for that little field right there, which is absolutely insane, by the way. But yeah, then I am gonna put a cut in, and I'm not gonna see you guys until probably planting season, and that'll be what we end up doing. Let's get this sold off here, this little bit here. We'll drive this over there, and then yeah. And actually, it's autumn, but we have a lot of grass here that could be mowed. I might actually mow that and throw it into a bunker silo so we can get some silage income rolling. Yeah, we might even get in our cut off our grass, which would be kind of nice. So, oh, can we? That's right. This thing only likes to dump out this way. There we go. 274 for that. Not bad. Move this guy out of the way. We'll get him parked over here near the store, but not where I want to potentially put my bunker silo. I also think right up this left side here, I'm going to put a little dirt trail that kind of hooks up. It just kind of makes sense. Part of me wants to, I don't know, open this up a little bit more. We'll put this right here because I'm not going to put the bunker silo right there. Okay, beautiful. Now we have another 25,000 liters, which we'll go sell this real quick. And then again, this year we have some more income coming in too. So we have, obviously we have our oats to sell, and we have the rest of our canola to sell, and we're gonna have some soy to sell, theoretically speaking, once we get our soy harvest done, if we ever can harvest it. If it ever gets to a point where it lets us. Too fast, a little too quick there. Okay, there we go. Get that squared away. And any minute now, any second now. All right, there we go. Yeah, another 5 grand. So yeah, we got about what, 5, so 10,400 ish for that little field, which is honestly, that's impressive for that field size. Now the other thing too, actually, since our sugar beet equipment didn't cost that much, since we only have a $500 sugar beet thing, let's actually look at potatoes here for a second while I got you guys in here. I don't know how they do as far as like how cheap is the cheapest potato harvester. I mean, we could plant them. We need a planter, but the planters aren't. I mean, a 3-meter planter for 1,100 bucks is not much. that guy to pick him up. Did that thing harvest him? 3 miles an hour, 1.6 meters. There's actually a lot more potato harvesting stuff, which is quite impressive. Those are both harvesters. Oop, nope, I didn't want to look at it. There's a lot of stuff in the Grimmy pack, to be honest. That's a planter, which we might even, I mean, there's a lot of little planters in here. Single row harvester collects potatoes. That's a small harvester, but it does collect them and puts them into a tank for 88 grand. Yeah, we're still getting up into, before we get to like a good one, we're getting into pretty high. So I think we'll keep up with sugar beets. We'll keep the sugar beets rolling since we can plant them with what we have. We don't have to worry about a planter. So that's what we'll do, is we'll keep working on some sugar beets. Now, yeah, let's take a look at a couple things. So first off, I do think, oh yeah, we can get out of there. I do think, I didn't even mention it, but I did change that over. You guys saw in, I think, one of my time lapses, but I think this is the road texture I'm using. Yep, okay. I think I am going to put a little path this way. Just kind of makes sense. I drive that all the time. So we will put a path down to here. And we will get to some grass, and we'll put some grass along here. And we'll zoom in a little bit here. That's just fine the way that is. Grass around that tree. There we go. Okay, beautiful. So that's taken care of. Now again, this is going to be our farmyard over here. We're going to put a nice little waterfront house, I think. We might even get rid of that. Oh, no, we'll just put a little house in the corner. Some sheds around. Probably some sheds here. Silos I'll probably put over here on the far side, but a farmhouse, sheds, parking, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be a small farmyard, but it's gonna be a nice little farmyard. And I mean, to be honest with you guys, even if we have to, we can use some of this land over here. We can kind of encroach, which is why I kind of want to knock this fence down. Well, if we just don't put the bunker silo over there and we put it here, that'll save us a little bit of room. But yeah, bunker silos. Let's take a look at what we got here. Smatter silos. Cheapest one. 7,000 for that. Well, that one's also 7 grand. And I would rather do this one, I think, versus, how big is that one? Well, that one's a lot smaller though, which is kind of nice, but this is wider. This will be kind of easy to put in. This thing snaps, doesn't it? Yeah, it snaps back and forth, which I might actually, I'm really tempted to take out that fence and put this a little further back. Let's see if we can do that. Can we take out this fence? Is it all one unit, or? Ooh, we can do partial units, which I know won't look as good. But let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. I know that one looks a little weird without a fence post, but you'll just have to bear with me on that. Yeah, if we do that and we put this guy up over here, it honestly just makes like a little bit more sense if we put it right there going out onto there. Oh, wowzers. That did something to the landscaping there for sure. It literally turned into a pit, which I did not expect. Can I landscape that back up? Yep, I can. Didn't want that to happen. I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to do or not. How much is this going to cost us to fix all that up? That costs us a little bit, but that's okay. And let's get to landscape here. Be grass. That like a pavement. Yeah, let's put that down. Just like kind of, I don't know, maybe it doesn't make sense, probably not, but we'll put that in there. Have just kind of a paved surface in there, I think. Something a little bit different. Yeah, there we go. That's nice paving stones. And then that's not the dirt I think I used. Oh, nope. Well, you guys didn't see anything I say. I put up my Steam, whatchamacallit, my Steam overlay for a second on accident there. And this will tie into it. Like that. Okay, fantastic. So, there's your little bunker silo, so we can drive through. I like that. It'll be kind of nice. And we still have this space here. Because I probably will honestly put like a little shed for storage for vehicles here. I might even face it this way and get rid of the rest of this fence. That actually will probably be likely what'll happen. But for now, I can stay there. That can be like where our delivery trucks, trailers, or something can pull in and out or something like that. But okay, so we have this. So what I'm going to do off camera, I am going to grab the mower. I'm going to mow this, get it into our bunker silo for some silage, which I will do all that. I actually might put a little time lapse in of that. Well, I don't know. This episode's a little weird. I might be a little bit longer episode. I know right now I'm actually right up to where I would say we're done with the episode. But I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna get our soy harvested. I'm gonna do that off camera. I'll bring you guys back in, and we'll wrap it up then when we have our silage on there, and we'll get it compacted and all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys here soon. All right, it is early winter, so it has been a little while. A few things. I sold the oats for $2,094. We only had 2,000 liters, so we finally got a good price. I did a fertilizing contract, so got a little bit of money from that. I also sold the fruit from our farm we had, and actually we might have more. We'll go take a look here in a second. Those tires move? That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. But anyhow, I sold our canola. We do have 100 liters left in storage. This guy's on his way back from it. We do have 100 liters left in, well, 99 now, I guess, but it was higher than those prices there. I sold it in the middle of the night last night. So I sold the canola, and the soy has been harvested, and we have 6,362 liters in storage. Now, what I'll be looking for silage, first off, the highest price is like 76-ish. And if we look at here, 46,000 liters, so I do 46 times 75, we'll say. That's only 3,400 bucks for this. So we're not gonna make a lot off for silage. Now, given that wasn't as much as probably could have been in here, could get close to 100, 200,000 liters in here if we really packed it in. That was only the grass off of this area here, and I did end up mowing this strip along here just because it was an easy area to mow. So yeah, that's only off of those. Now, soy prices, take a look at soy. I think that we're gonna be lucky to get that high. If I get anything above 1,400, I'll be pretty happy. I think anything up above that range, I think that's a pipe dream right there. But anyhow, that's just what I think from that. So I'll keep an eye on, how's our silage price doing? 69 is not bad. So hopefully, basically I'll take anything above 70, quite honestly, because that'll be a good price. So, and actually I don't think, can we store? Yeah, actually our, whatchamacallit looks like it will take silage, which I did not know it would. Let's just confirm. Yeah, this guy. No, it does not take silage. Why are you not taking? Why does it say we have that much? I bet you we have storage somewhere else then. I mean, we have to somewhere else, but so I did think about maybe putting in some more. So the other thing I did too as well is I got these guys refurbished with some more water and manure, which we can go take a look at here real quick. Might as well. Well, more specifically, how much fruit they have, which they have another. They had a lot, yeah. So we're already almost. Things got 885 liters, so that'll be pretty close. Now, I think we probably could get some more. I think what we're gonna do in the next episode is I honestly think we're gonna start moving out of this farm a little bit. So I would like to get all of this equipment and this horse pasture sold, because horse pasture is 25 grand that would come to us, which we are gonna sell that. So when we do eventually buy this chunk of land, I'm not gonna take any money for selling all this, which actually we might not even touch that because it does have the fuel point, which I know doesn't matter, but we might just not touch that. That has a silo on it. How much is that? I don't know what that stores, but that'd be, I mean, that's actually, maybe that was a better idea than doing any of our other silo stuff, but it's not a bad idea to have a silo there, but that might actually, oh, I still kind of want to have the silo on our farm, but going back and forth. Unfortunately, I'm like crazy recording ahead, so you guys don't necessarily see all the results, but I'd like to double up our fruit trees, if not triple them up. And I'd like to put them, I think, down in this space right here. I think I want to expand our orchard instead of put a field here. Or put a field, I'm not quite sure. I'll kind of decide. I'm kind of back and forth about a lot of different things, you guys can probably tell. So, but yeah, I want to start moving out of here. I'll probably sell this shelter. We'll probably get ready to sell our grain silo at some point here soon. We're going to keep the hayloft over here because it does make sense. It's right next to the sheep, which is where we use it. And then we'll have this space along here. And if we have all the equipment out of here, we'll be able to put more trees through here. So we probably can double up pretty easily without even taking up all this space, maybe, and have enough room for another field. We also could put fruit trees along here instead of these trees, or in here if we wanted to. I don't really want to get involved too much on the edges of these fields, but and let's take a look at this chunk of land. I am kind of curious now that I've mentioned it and brought it up. I think it's actually, is this a drive-through? The drive-through shelter is just kind of nice. And this silo right here, which is going to be just a basic grain silo. So that's actually kind of a nice shelter to have, but we probably won't need it. I probably won't end up bothering too much with it. I'm probably not going to bother with any of this land through here. Our main focus, again, and I know I would like to buy all of it, and that was kind of the initial goal, but honestly, if we can just get the stuff in the immediate area here, so by this, and this, we're pretty much where I would say we've accomplished what we set out to do. And we'll have obviously a good farm, a good looking farm on here. And I think our sugar beets will actually help us kind of accomplish that goal. So I think next episode, if I had it my way, we'd refurbish this area, get everything planted, get some of our farm set up, and buy this field here. That one, oh, this, how come is that one is so much cheaper? Well, buy one of these fields. That one's expensive, I know, but buy one of those 2 fields, I would say. I'm not going to worry too much about the grass fields right now. But yeah, so expand our operation a little bit more for the springtime. That would be what I would say my goal is. So, well, on that note, that is where we are going to wrap up this episode. So if you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. And turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching.